Hello, I am Judy Whitman with JBW Designs, and I've met many of you before at the Needlework markets over the years. Some of the shoppers this year might be new, so maybe I'm a new name and a new face to them. I want to welcome you to my room. We're used to seeing each other at the Nashville show in our little rooms at the Embassy Suites. This is where I live and work. And I will say that I've cleaned things up to make things look neater. Lots of times during the week, of course, I have piles everywhere on my desk, on the floor. It can be quite a mess, actually. But I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm hoping to make this quite short. I want to show you the new models that I'm releasing at Needlework Expo, and then I'm also going to show you 4 models that I released just a month ago, because many of you may not have seen those models in person. So we'll try to make this short and sweet. The first 4 new titles, one is kind of a new concept for me, and that is I have done, and incidentally, the books are all at the publisher right now, so I don't have the actual booklets in hand to show you. So what I've done is I've done a collection of 5 antique red samplers, which I have collected over many, many years. And I've charted them, and I've written descriptions and as much history as I can find. And they are going to appear in a format that is a cover, a color cover, and then there will be 5 single page inserts with a chart on each page of each sampler. So I'm going to quickly show you. I'm going to put my desk out of the way here. This is one of the samplers. This I call the Abedine Sampler. It was stitched in 1878, and I loved this one because it has some great borders and alphabets in it. So that was one of the 5. I'm just going to show you 2 of them here. And this is the second one, and it also I thought was quite lovely, especially this lower alphabet. It's so graceful looking. So these are a great resource for those of your stitchers who love antique pieces, who love red and white, and who just love alphabets, numerals, and borders in general. So that's the first one. It's called A Collection of Antique Red Samplers. The second design that is coming out, oops, I just knocked something over, sorry about that, is going to be another in the round design. And this one is called Winter in the Round. You can see all the little wintry motifs in there. This one has been worked over too. It's been finished on a unfinished wooden box from Hobby Lobby. And on the inside, I put a little extra chart. So there's a little snowflake that's included in this booklet. So that is what Winter in the Round looks like. And I also stitched it over one and mounted it on a wooden snowflake. So that'll be the second new release here. And these designs, ever since I released Rabbits in the Round last year, these have been so popular. So the third one, I'm going to do a seasonal set of these. So winter, and of course if I do winter, I have this upside down, I must do spring. So this is the spring motifs. There's a watering can and a lamb and a rabbit and a butterfly and every little spring thing that you can think of, and that's worked over too. This was just mounted on a box from Hobby Lobby. It had wording in the center, and I just covered it with the design. And then I also worked it over one and mounted it on and made a lid for a glass jar with the over one model, so you can see what that one looks like. So there's the over one model for spring. And then the fourth thing that I am releasing is something that I started last year in Nashville, and it turned out to be very popular. It is, oops, the spiral came undone here. It is another in the series of ornament collection booklets. So this is number 3. There are 20 ornaments in here. They're quick to stitch. It would make a great ornament of the month club for your shop. There are just so many uses for it. It's spiral bound, it's easy, it opens flat, easy to stitch. I give DMC equivalents. It shows, excuse me, all the models mounted on a tree on the back cover. And I'll quickly show you, I put them in a little tray. Here are all the models that are on that tree. So they're really fun to stitch, easy to do, a quick project, and some people like Christmas things all year long. So the other thing that I am releasing at this market is a little kit. And it is actually related to something that I'm going to show you in a minute that I released in early February called the Chince Alphabet. So I loved that kind of design so much. It was inspired by a collection that I own of chinceware china. And you can see how similar that it is to the china in color and the feel of the flowers. So this is a tiny little pin cushion. It comes with the backing, the rickrack. It comes with, of course, the chart for the pin cushion and the chart for the little scissor fob. And that is called a little chintz sewing set. That's hard to say quickly. And this will all be packaged, of course, in a kit format with the booklet and instructions and finishing instructions. So how am I doing? I'm doing pretty well here time-wise. So since I talked about the chintz kit, I will show you what inspired that, and that was this. This is a Chince Alphabet, and this came out, as I say, in mid-February. People have just loved it. The frame is from Family Tree Frames, so this one would be a fun stitch for your customers also. Also in mid-February, early February, I released Love in the Round. And even though that might seem like it's a Valentine, I think it would be a perfect gift for a bridal shower, a wedding, etc. I just mounted it as a lid on a little canister. This has hearts on it, but you can find quite a few canisters around these days. So that was the finish on Love in the Round. And this is Love in the Round worked over one. And it too was made as a lid on just a little glass jar. You could put candy in it, or as I did, put a little Easter grass in it. So let's see. Oh, I wanted to show you those books too, because those are published. So this is what the Chince Alphabet book looks like. I can show you, it shows the whole piece. And then the chart is large. That is the Chince Alphabet book. This is the Love in the Round book. Shows the other models on the inside. And then I also did two other designs at that time. This is called Love, and I see this also as a wedding gift, a bridal gift, a pillow, etc. And I finished this. You can see in the background of this design there are tiny little cross stitches that are worked with pearl cotton, and it kind of looks like a dotted Swiss pattern. And I also worked that design over one. And it's awfully sweet there. It would be sweet as a little pillow. So that has great possibilities. You could certainly change the colors to match the bridal party, hopefully weddings this year. And that book looks like this. And then the fourth design that came out, which is a very popular series, as you know, every year, usually in Nashville, I release another one or two of this series. This is Seaside Series 7. And in this one, I did a sailboat and a beach umbrella. And so you can see the models and the charts, etc. for that. And this is what the models look like. They turned out so sweet. This is the little model over 2, finished with a striped fabric on the back and rickrack. Here is the model over 1, the beach umbrella, with a striped backing. And then my finisher did such a sweet thing. She took the over 1 designs and finished them as kind of a double frame look. And I really like the look of this. It has both designs on one, and you can see her fabric on the back. So those are the 8 new designs that are coming out really within the last month. And then if you look on my page on the Needlework Expo, there are a number of other designs on that page below these 8 designs in the kit. And what I have pictured there is everything that was published since I saw you last year in Nashville. So everything from, let's see, I think I published in May or June. I had another one or two in the fall. So you can see the other designs, and those might be of interest to you also in case you haven't seen them in the past. So I want to thank you for visiting, and I hope that we can see each other in person over this next weekend. I look forward to it. I want to talk to you. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.